Last week, Starbucks had a brilliant idea. They started the Race Together initiative, which was a lot of programs and things, most notably, making their baristas write Race Together on cups, and then hoping that it would start a dialogue with customers about race and racial issues in America. Raise your hand if you see any potential pitfalls with that.
What if we were to write Race Together on every Starbucks cup, and that facilitated a conversation between you and our customers?
Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz explained on Mad Money that he really just wanted to open up a dialogue, an open dialogue, to get people talking about this.
We're simply trying to raise the awareness, the level of empathy and compassion necessary to bridge the cultural divide that exists in this country today.
He did note that baristas could opt out of this conversation at any time if it made them uncomfortable. And they did.
The backlash so strong, a company executive temporarily deleted his Twitter account, saying he felt personally attacked.
Turns out the move was actually met with widespread criticism. Shocking! Shocking that that happened. Including this segment on John Oliver's HBO show, which sums it all up nicely.
A conversation about race is clearly important, but there's a time and a place, and it is not the length of time it takes to whip up a tiramisu frappuccino.
A lot of journalists actually went out and journalized, tried to find out if they could see that these baristas were actually doing this in the field, as it were, and what the results might be. And what they found was nobody was really doing it at all. They didn't want to do it, especially before people had their coffee. Let's ask our baristas. Hey guys.
They don't want to talk to me about race.
They don't want to talk to me about race either. Joe Berkowitz from Fast Company got Manhattan baristas to admit that they had already stopped writing Race Together on cups. Even in Seattle, things weren't going that well for Starbucks. That's their home turf, man. Go-Go Lids found that only one local barista had actually engaged a customer in this conversation, and it was because she had to explain that her shaved head did not mean that she was a skinhead. Yesterday, on Starbucks' official site, Schultz announced that they're going to stop writing Race Together on cups. He kind of covered himself, being like, oh, whoa, guys, it's not because of the backlash. No, it's just because we planned on ending it just a few days after we started it. So, you know, if you got one of those limited edition cups, save it. Got a few comments online, as one might expect, including this one from Joseph F5 saying, I hate that Starbucks ended #Race Together before I could do my joke. I wanted to say, excuse me, you misspelled my name. It's Russ Together. At Justin Cram _SF says, Starbucks Race Together campaign canceled. Looking forward to now debating barista about global economic effects of euro-dollar parity. Are you? At Scott Sandry says, everyone is mad at the Race Together, but you know it, I'll still buy Starbucks even if they drew a giant on the side of your cup. I'm gonna bring my own cup. All right, guys, it might be opening up a can of worms, but what did you think of #Race Together? More importantly, do you have any ideas to solve all of the racial issues in America? Like and share and woo! Oh, that's deep for a Monday. I'm gonna go get some coffee. This has been Paula Rhodes for What's Trending.